for your November 2020 Astro Tarot Forecast. I'm shuffling the Hush Tarot by Jeremy Hush. It's so lovely. And here's what the back looks like. So thank you for joining me and for subscribing to this channel. If you're new here, I'll be shuffling the tarot while I go over the astrological transits for the month. And I appreciate you following me here and for your subscriptions and choosing me for your private readings. Please watch your sun sign, your moon sign, and especially your rising sign for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. Well, Virgo, it is here. It is here. November 3rd. Mercury goes direct, your ruling planet. Also, it is our election day, and I'm excited about it. Okay, so we need planets direct when we want to deal with logic. And Mercury, being direct, the informative planet, is direct in Libra, our fair and just sign of Libra. And for Virgo, this is the second sector of income and worth and value and confidence. So while Mercury was retrograde, both here in Libra and Scorpio, where he's headed on the 10th to replenish the energy there, while he was retrograde, you may have second-guessed your abilities, the confidence in what you do. And as that is your ruling planet, you can be very swayed in thinking, what was I thinking? Why did I start up this endeavor? Don't worry about it. You need Mercury direct to have you more aligned with where you were headed with this. I think some Virgoans have a client database they're working on, a business that they're accruing, and having your personal planets moving forward can help you at this time. On the 12th, Jupiter and Pluto form an exact conjunction at 22 degrees of Capricorn in your 5th house of children and true love and romance. And there is big change here for you, Virgo. And that day affords a change of plans. And it could have something to do with your children and the school that they're going to. And it could have to do with your creative endeavor and your personal creative projects that you are tweaking, because Pluto is change and a regenerative, intense change of direction. Jupiter is exacerbating this, the expansive planet, but this is a hopeful, positive change because Jupiter is involved. Trust that what you're redirected in around the 12th is serving your best higher purpose, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. If your child comes home and says they don't want to play a particular sport, because the 5th house is sports as well, allow for this change. There's something good that comes from this. And additionally, if there is change in your heart, that's the 5th sector, allow for that as well. On the 13th, Mars goes direct at 15 degrees of Aries. He naturally governs that sign. So he's able to work very smooth in the 8th sector of shared resources, investments for you, Virgo, and your intimacy. Wow, this is a highly sexed placement. Sex drive all night long right here. Mercury direct in the 8th house remains this way from November 13th through the end of the year. So giddy up. And this is also the expansion of your intimacy together. So there could be the drive or the determination to truly get to know your partner and to know all of their secrets, the 8th house of mysteries. On the 15th, new moon, 23 degrees of Scorpio, where the sun is, where Mercury's stationed, and Venus enters Scorpio on the 21st through December 15th. This is your third house of siblings and neighborhood, new local connections, neighborhoods, local travel, and transportation. Perhaps a new vehicle is coming into the mix, and maybe Virgo is investigating a whole new neighborhood. We have a full moon lunar eclipse at 8 degrees of Gemini on the very last day of November, on the 30th. There's closure for Virgo in the 10th sector of career and the paternal sector and control. Virgo is not working for anyone but Virgo, I don't think, by the end of the month. It feels as if you're changing your reporting structure. There could be a reorganization in your career that affords you this change, and boss figures could be retiring or leaving at this point. So if you don't necessarily have to be the one leaving, but the person above you that might be oppressive somewhat is the one leaving. It'll be very different for everyone. That's what personal readings are for. So let's get to your tarot and see what comes up for the month. And if you'd like a personal reading, that's what I do every day. I'm at audreyalison.com. You can select your desired reading length via PayPal, and I will set up a reading with you in a few days via email. Here are your cards, Virgo, for the month of November. Wow, rebirth, change. This is the card of Pluto. It is the death card, but this is the card of regeneration and making room for something new. The 12th is the time of change, and our energy as a planet will feel that we're headed in a different direction. So these are powerful times. Let's see what else is here. 5 of Cups. Some of you are dealing with loss and death, and people have passed. And the 5 of Cups is the grieving, is the mourning of that loss. Let's see what else is here. King of Swords. The King of Swords is the mercurial air sign of Gemini. It's also Libra or Aquarius energy. Some of you have lost Aquarian paternal figures in your life. Let's see what else is here. Hangman. For those of you who felt like something would never move forward, I would expect to be surprised, because everything will move forward. You have another card, and the Page of Swords. Look at this harpy. I haven't seen a harpy in a minute, with the wings of a bird and the body of a chicken or a rooster. I know this is a skull that she's near. I think this is a big message of regeneration, and what isn't working for Virgo can no longer remain that way. There will be a change, and people leave life in order to make space for fresh new life for those who remain. So I'm getting a message about a cycle, and this being very cyclical and karmic. No one is suffering anymore, is a message I'm getting. I want one more card. And the Queen of Coins. There you are, babe. There you are. You're going to be okay. The Queen of Coins is the Virgoan Earth Mother, and tending to her birds in her nest. For those of you who have lost mothers and fathers, they're very much around you and living through you every day. And this is a powerful month for you to acknowledge their passing And we start this month with All Saints Day and Dia de los Muertos, and paying homage to the people in our ancestors who have passed. So there's something that you can do for those who have passed and set up your altars to pay tribute to them. I hope this was helpful for you, Virgo. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.